Can you smell what the Crockett is cooking?
Princess the Bear here today. We're at Disney's Fort Wilderness Campground because it's time not to go camping. We're gonna hang with the Crockett.
Yes, there is a menu update at Crockett's Tavern, and we're also gonna hit up Trail's End.
So, as your number one choice of foodie infotainment, we're here to try the food so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's get lost.
It's time to foodie and chill.
So, we're here to do this new menu, as we've said, and they have reframed everything. You got like little more fake skillets now. Instead of like plates, you got wooden boards for everything, like very rustic, like they went out and carved them themselves. They're like wood, not wood, but some wood. But I feel like everything has gotten smaller, like more bite-sized, more, I don't even want to say tapas, it's just like bites. I feel like the lounges are all moving the way of like GO82. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But this is just the garlic shrimp skillet. I was thinking skillet, I was expecting it to be like, double this size. But you have some dooley sausage. You have 2 pieces of shrimp. With tails on. A bunch of little like the cherry peppers. And little tiny bit of corn on the bottom. And then they give you 3 little pieces of bread. I'm assuming to stack it on. I was going to complain about the lack of bread, but I've only got 2 pieces of shrimp. So I guess I'm going to try to like eat this.
Wait, you need some corn and peppers.
Make it a little good chip. Okay. Peppers and corn, as the princess demands. This is going to be not fun. That was very interesting. That bread should be classified as a weapon. I don't believe they let them bring that on Disney property because that is a hard, crusty boy. I like toasted bread as much as the next person, but if I need to feel like John Henry hacking away at this thing with an axe just to get through it, that's a bit tough. And not in the like, he's a tough guy kind of tough. More like tough as in tough luck to you and your teeth, because that was a bite. The shrimp and dooley sausage well seasoned. $15 worth of a skillet. But value is in the eye of the beholder. I'm not feeling the value regardless of price. It's 2 shrimp, 3 pieces of dooley sausage, and like a sprinkle of corn. The peppers be peppering. It's okay. But it's nothing I'd be like, you need to run here for Magic Kingdom to come get this. And I'll use any excuse to run for Magic Kingdom. It just won't be this one. 3.25 out of 5 plus.
Our friend, the cauliflower that used to be its own dish here at Crockett's is now only a side when you order the fried green tomato sandwich, which is really unfortunate because I love just ordering that and eating it, but at least we still get this beautiful vegan aioli to go with it. Oh no. Man down. Extra sauce for me. Oops. I commit to my mistakes. Somehow this tastes like a little bit crispier than the cauliflower that I'm used to. Like the old ones didn't seem very like breaded. They were just more like just cauliflower with the sauce, but these ones are like super breaded and they have like a lot more seasoning to them, I want to say. I like those, and then with the sauce it just kind of pluses it up. So like I just want to cover this cauliflower in the sauce and just eat it all by itself. It's just so tasty and amazing and wonderful. I do wish you can still order it by yourself, but I did try to do that and you can't. So it's just with this now. It is a 3.75 out of 5 cauliflower.
Cauliflower. Oh, let me in. I will take as much fried cauliflower as Disney wants to give us, as long as they're not just going to make the princess settle for boring hummus dip and chips. Don't get me wrong, I love my hummus. But when every place starts to get hummus in the lounge sort of space, I start to get worried. It feels both crispier and lighter somehow than before. I feel like whatever method they're using to prepare it before they fry it now is giving a more consistent breading on the cauliflower. Before, it felt like it was like sometimes like not all the way breaded. So it's like raw cauliflower, not raw, but like not breaded, cooked cauliflower, and then breaded in some parts. Oily, I guess it would sort of fit as well. The Aïoli is still kicking. I wish you could get the bigger portion of it because it is really that good. But at least it's improving, even if it's not improving in size. 3.75 out of 5 flaws.
Ideally, I would cut this burger in half so you could see it, but considering how they stack these fried green tomatoes, I really don't think cutting it in half would do anything. Oop, because I spilled corn all over the table. This used to be sliders, now it is just a burger, and they put Rémoulade on either side. Just a small amount, I think, to get them to stick, plus a little bit of veg. And then there's supposed to be like this corn thing in here that keeps falling out and onto the bottom, which I took a bite of it earlier, and it was very like on the spicy side, so I think it's supposed to be like a relish of some sort, like a pepper relish, but I don't know how. I guess I'm supposed to unhinge my jaw to eat this. All of the spice in this burger lives in the corn, and like if you don't get like a bunch of corn in your bite, you won't taste any spice. The Rémoulade, it might as well be Thousand Island. Like, it's just a nothing burger. I enjoy the fried green tomatoes. It's a unique sandwich because, like, there's really nowhere else you can get this anymore on Disney World property. It's just here now. And I think the texture of it has gotten better. It's not as, like, squishy. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of this evolution of the sandwich. I think it needs more. I feel like it's missing something. And, like, I just feel like it just needs a little extra. Like, and I hate to say this because back in the day, Regal Eagle, they used to have a sandwich, and it was jackfruit and a Beyond patty, and then it had, like, coleslaw and a garlic toast. And I wanted them to remove the Beyond burger because I thought it tastes better without it because I used to pull mine out. And now they've released it with it that way. Like, that's the standard, and it is 1,000 times better. This is like the opposite of that. I need something else. Like, give me an Impossible patty or give me something else to go in here to just kind of make it feel more like, I don't know, oomph, savory, something. It's just missing something. It's just not enough for me to feel fulfilled. I'm definitely going to have to go get more food at Charles End. I would give this a 4 out of 5 fried green tomato sandwiches. I appreciate the uniqueness of it. I just wish that it had more oomph. It's like, it needs some zhuzhing, and I don't really think that more sauce will help it.
I'll be the first one to say that I like commitment to a bit. They have stretched this fried green tomato sandwich about as far as it can go, and I like that they're avoiding the alt meat, because sometimes there are some people that just don't want alt meat. There are some people that have problems with it. Some people don't like it. It's overly processed. Some people just don't like things with the consistency of meat. I would offer up alternatives. Black bean burger, quinoa burger. Think about it, you know? Think about it. Top with the green tomato. Keep tomato. Maybe like 1 or 2 on top of that burger. That'd be a thing. Black beans are cheap. Just saying. I appreciate the skill that goes into making a fried green tomato. I can't imagine that's easy without them turning to mush, and the fact that you're able to keep it consistently while still improving on it is great. The flavor of the fried green tomato is great. I even like the corn salsa that's on it. The Rémoulade, I think, is just enough, because any more than that, and the fried green tomatoes will turn into a soggy mess. But I think, while I do like that, I also agree with the princess that it, even with all that stuff, it really doesn't really feel like more than 2 pieces of bread with tomato in the middle. Good seasonings, but it feels like almost less than a grilled cheese. You know? I like the flavor. You eat this, even as a vegan, you're probably going to be hungry afterwards. I would give this 3 out of 5 flaws. Disney shoestring treats, but Crockett Tavern. Make it Crockett style. What do you guys say? I say fail. maybe you guys say pass. It's not hard to pass the fry test, but it's also very easy to fail at the same time. At least they're well seasoned, though. I can see the little dots of the. You sprinkle the stuff. As long as you sprinkle the stuff, I'm not gonna hate you for it, unless it's cold. A nicely seasoned fry, no complaints. Tasty, a little crispy on the edges. Maybe just too long for a shoestring to pass the fry test. Give it 3.5 out of 5 claws. So many new things in the menu, so little stomach. These are their brand new beef brisket sliders. You have these nice thick cuts of the brisket beef, the nice aioli on it, a little bit of slaw on the bottom on a nice crispy slider bun. This is the appropriate size for a slider. Not a junior cheeseburger, it's a slider. This will slide in and out of your mouth with ease, without choking. Almost like a kid cuisine meal, but elevated. Let it be known, the brisket do be brisketing. It isn't flavorful, it's moist, it's well seasoned. It's not like some cruddy other briskets that you can run into. Subpar briskets on property, thinking like the brisket grilled cheese at Woody's Lunchbox, which is like, it's brisket, but this is brisket with a capital B. Tasty, the slaw is good. It's a nice size. I think 3 will sort of work as like a snack. It still feels smaller than previous offerings, but it's tasty at the very least. I'll give those 4 out of 5 claws. Not just the new, but the new on the menu. These hot honey chicken wings. It's a chili-infused honey on these super breaded wings. Nice and crispy looking, nice and sticky looking, and you get the side of crunch with them. You could also get blue cheese if you so desire. But let's see if this hot honey is actually hot. Because you know me and false advertising in the flavors of food. Well, it's most definitely honey. Chili-infused. My tongue tickles a little bit. Tingles on the sides. I'm guessing that's what the actual chili is. If I had to give it like a spice rating, it's like 0.01 out of 10 on the heat scale. It's not at all spicy. It does have the flavors of chili, so you get a little bit of chili flavor mixed in with the honey, which I'll take. They are nice and crispy. The breading I was worried was going to be like overly thick, but it's just really crispy. Not like super breaded like Hooters wings, which are god-awful. I think it's more like a actually recently fried KFC level, like breading on the wing. And the chicken is cooked well. It's seasoned. I really got no complaints. On its own, I'm giving it 4 out of 5 claws. Now, just for giggles, I'm going to dip it in some ranch. I'm not expecting that to add to it at all, but, you know, we do it so you don't have to. Hot honey chicken, hot in quotation marks, with ranch. It doesn't lower the rating, but also doesn't increase it. It's a solid 4. You're craving chicken wings? You'll do worse on the property. Run here for these? Probably not. Not the best flavored chicken wings I've had. I think my favorite wings on the property are probably currently the ones at Bar Riva.
They're
attendees now. Oh. Actually, I don't know who my favorite wings are on property then. It's been a while. I think on that one. I'll get back to you. Wings, 4 out of 5 claws. They're not bad. Not bad.
This is the Camper's Coupe, and I admittedly haven't had this drink since Crockett's reopened with our new menu. I usually go with like the berry buckle, or I just do my standard JMO ginger. But I figured it's America's first spirit, and since it's an all new menu, why not try something that we tried at the beginning? Well, post Pandy. Pre-Pandy, we came here a lot, and the menu was totally different. It tastes like a spiked apple cider. And I think that's why I like it so much. I just wish it was a little bit bigger, or I just had a different serving vessel in general. This one's a little bit messy, a little bit of a struggle. But overall, very flavorful. You cannot fault the drink for the serving vessel. I would give it a 4 out of 5 apple ciders. It is like the perfect blend of cinnamon and apple.
There's some that would lament the loss of what Crockett's Tavern and Trails Inn used to be. The buffet, yes, it was a thing, but I don't necessarily miss it. I feel like this is the ultimate version of Crockett's Tavern. Trails Inn needed to come to an end. That's probably a little bit of a hot take, but we have memories here. This feels like a third or fourth home. We have a lot of homes here at Walt Disney World, but like we have history here. Like this place, we made some friends who don't even work at Disney anymore. That like, you know, it just feels like coming home. It feels like a family cabin, if you will. So cheers to memories of what is, was, and what will be. Maple and orangey, it feels like breakfast. And I am one of those weirdos. I will do breakfast any day, anytime. 8 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 8 o'clock at night. Wonderful. 4 out of 5 plus. So I, feeling the vibe, decided to get a Moonshine Margarita. Unfortunately, the Moonshine is the white lightning fake moonshine is not vegan. Almost none of them are. So none for the princess. There's a part of whatever southern roots I have that always feels like I am betraying what little heritage I have drinking fake moonshine. I expect my moonshine to come out of somebody's bag in a nondescript jar, and it's going to hurt. This stuff barely tickles, but sometimes it'll make a good drink or two. Tastes like Gatorade. Like the green one. With a little bit of salt. More like juice than a margarita, but it'll do. 3 out of 5 plus.
The allergy cornbread. This is vegan and gluten-free. And then it also comes with earth balance butter, which is super awesome. Oop. Now, you cannot find this cornbread on the stand. You do have to ask for it if you're not at Hoopty. They will give it to you at Trails Inn. You just need to either talk with a chef or a coordinator. Ooh. Damn, I'm a messy girl. Okay, here we go. So the cornbread. I've been so used to the Wilderness Lodge and the Port Orleans cornbread that I always forgot how much of a banger this cornbread is. And if I have to rank this one over Wilderness Lodge and Port Orleans, I'm going to put this at the 1. This is the winner. This is the bar. This is moist. It is cornbreading. It's like the cornbread is cornbreading, and it is giving. It is serving. It is voguing. It is down with the fitness. I'm loving this cornbread, and yes, like I said, my number 1 now. It's been like at least 2 years, I want to say, since I've had the cornbread here, so it's like coming home. I love it.
I am never going to say no to some cornbread, be it allergy or otherwise. You judge you not by the contents of your character. I judge you by the contents of your cornbread. Plain and simple. As evil as that might be, those are bare rules. What about the earth balance, tiniest bit? Yeah. I will say it's better than the cornbread muffins that you get at Boat Wright's. I don't know if it's better than the wedge you get at Whispering Canyon, but it's still good. Warm, fluffy, goes good with butter. I give it 4 out of 5 plus. It's a solid entry into cornbread. Is it king? Queen? Supreme leader? Maybe not. Maybe like princeling, court jester, somewhere in there, the rankings.
Beyond Sausage, and Chef was so nice to put some marinara on top. I do have pocket parm, but also I came on a dark day for hoopty. If we had come on a non-dark day for hoopty, we probably could have gotten jackfruit. Chef said the jackfruit was frozen today, and I understand because, again, dark day. They don't need to make it when there's no show. So what he did instead is he made me a Beyond Sausage, and he put some marinara on top to fancify it up. And I am not mad at that at all, and I actually appreciate it. Very well cooked, nice and juicy. Let's do it. That was actually the spicy Italian Beyond Sausage. So nice little kick to it. With the marinara, it just made me feel like I was eating a beautiful pasta. And I don't know, I have no notes. I love and appreciate it. I would give it a 3 out of 5 Beyond Sausages. It's actually better than what I expected it to be.
I don't care how far we travel to get here. I mean, like, from Magic Kingdom. I can't escape Beyond Sausage. On a long enough timeline, we're going to run into one. They're inescapable at this point. I will say that it's easier to find Beyond products than it is Impossible products in any theme park. Still, I'll never escape. So, it's got sauce on it, and the chef was very excited to serve this. So, you know what? We love an excited chef. I'm glad they mixed it up with the spicy Italian. That's got like a very like different flavor profile than the base Beyond Sausage. And with the marinara, honestly, that sells me. It's got a nice little spice to it. Not like a heat. It's like a 2 out of 10 on the heat scale. But the Italian seasonings definitely sort of like help with that overly consistent Beyond flavor. And the marinara sauce, right at home. Give that 3.75 out of 5 plus.
Chef was sweet enough to include these green beans, which is great because, like, if you go over to the family section to try to get green beans, they only sell them by the pound, and they have hot and cold. I'm not trying to buy a pound of green beans for my little self. They're soft, so I would say at consistency level, they are cooked perfectly, but they're a little bit on the salty side. I wish they had more butter than. I think they maybe just the broth is a little too broth concentrated, which is what makes it salty. Maybe they put salt in it too. I don't know. There's also some garlic and stuff, but yeah, I think they just should have used earth balance instead, and then it would have been better. But this is like literally the same green beans that you get at Hoopty, so no arguments. For me, I would give it a 3 out of 5 green beans. It's not bad. It's just salty.
Kids and adults, aliens, beasts of burden, household pets, eat your veggies.
Household pets?
Household pets. Even if they're green beans. I sure get green beans, don't get me wrong. It's not the ultimate green vegetable, but eat your veggies. Honestly, well cooked, not rubbery. I really only have a problem with green beans when they're rubbery, and then I want nothing to do with them. These are fine. Tasty, flavorful. They are a bit salty, but at least they are flavored. They could just be boiled in water, and that would be bad. Give that 4 out of 5 plus.
I'm really excited for these baked beans because apparently they are vegan by default, no matter if you buy the big one or the small one. Somebody right ahead of me had purchased the last warm baked beans, so all that was left was the cold ones, and we're not staying here, so I wouldn't have a way of warming them up. And they were a pound also. So at that point when I was going through it, is when the cast member was like, oh, well, let me get the chef so that they can do something for you. And then Chef Blake killed it with the option here. So I'm glad he gave me a little piece of baked beans, because that was the thing that I asked for: baked beans, jackfruit, and cornbread. He gave me Beyond, green beans, baked beans, and cornbread. So I am more than satisfied. Yes. These are the same ones they serve at Hoopty too, and I enjoy them. I particularly enjoy putting them on the cornbread. I think that like the sweetness of it with the cornbread makes like a really nice little like sandwich or like open face kind of situation. But the green beans on their own are just kind of like, why am I saying green beans? Sorry. The baked beans on their own are very tart and sweet. So you have like a nice balance with the texture of the beans. I can't complain about it. I don't think it's like your typical barbecue, like Mickey's Backyard Barbecue back in the day. I feel like had better baked beans than this, but that's okay. I do think the ones at Roundup Rodeo are not as tart as these ones. I think it just has to do with the barbecue sauce that they use. So I will give this one a 3.5 out of 5 beans. It's beaning.
I feel like the princess had a lot of beans on her plate. Green beans, baked beans. I don't remember what Beyonds are made out of. Peas? Okay, well, it's not all beans. Mostly beans, though. It's barbecue thickness. I like how it's a paper plate and then like a plastic plate on top. That just feels right to me for some reason. That's a solid baked bean. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much. But it trails in even after the loss of the buffet itself. The food has remained consistent. They cook most of the food, and all the food actually, for Hoopty. Hoopty's food is good. It's probably a better quick service sort of grab and go than they get credit for, because some of the grab and goes across property are not great. At least here you get a variety of options, and you can take her to cook it. Though I think it's weird, they don't have microwaves here. What if you're in a camper and like you don't have a microwave?
The microwave's in the cabin.
But like, what if you're not staying in the cabin?
Then
You only get left with the cold. I mean, luckily the chef team, culinary team here is amazing. They were happy to make the princess this, even though they were out of like the hot stuff. So if you're staying here, ask them nicely, they'll take care of you. But I just think it's weird that you don't have a microwave in here. Either way, back on track. Beans, good, tasty, no complaints. Run here to get them? Maybe not, but more quality beans than I was expecting. 3.75 out of 5 plus. I swear to the violin, I'm not crying.
I absolutely love and appreciated our meal. Our server was amazing. I wish we had not come on a dark day so that I had gotten more hoopty items here, but at least you guys know that they are available, and I'm actually pretty full. I wanted to get the mud pie since that's like the one delicious vegan dessert available, and there's a new dessert available for Bear also at Crockett's, but the both of us were so full, we ended up taking our last dishes home, so there's no point in getting more food when we're already full.
But yes, the service here has always been great. They always treat everybody that comes here like it's home, it's family, hang out, have a good time.
Yes.
And that vibe is still here, even with all the changes. It's held up. I love what Crockett's Tavern has become. Trails in, morphing into sort of its own thing. I'm excited to see what happens as Lakeside Lodge next door finishes up, to see what it adds to this whole area, whether it improves it or it's like a Wailulu Tower, but we'll find out.
I think that Crockett's is going to become the new Nomad Lounge when this one opens.
That's both a good and bad thing. But I don't know what you guys think. Have you ever considered Crockett's Tavern for like a lunch or a break from the parks? Or do you even come all this way to eat food? Let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you can see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, how are we going to know that this is the wildest review in the wilderness?
You heard the girl.